When I arrived here, there really wasn't a campus, and the dean was a very energetic guy, a fellow named Bill Dingus, and his mission was to build a university here. So I decided to get in on the ground floor and help him do that. One of the things that I'm proud of is that there's no idea here at the Southern Campus that's too big or too broad for us to consider taking on. My first love really has always been education. I'm from a family of teachers. We engage in teaching. But we are also responsible for service to the university and scholarship. And so in trying to determine a group of people that I thought would have something to offer, the Gullah Geechee population, which lives in the Low Country, that runs roughly from Charleston, South Carolina to the northern tip of Florida. The culture is so powerful. It's so perfect for life today, in my opinion. As a sociologist, I'm a little bit taken back by the technological progress and everyone having handheld devices. And where's the one-on-one interaction? As a sociologist, we're beginning to lose that. The Gullah population is a population that lives much like it did 100 years ago. And so I found that there was a richness here, a spirituality here that is lacking in today's world. There's a very serious side to my research, and that is I'm one of many who are trying to publish about the Gullah Geechee people because they are seriously under threat from economic development in this postmodern world that we live in. We are losing touch with indigenous culture, and in some cases losing the culture altogether. There's a Gullah language, and as people move away and the language is not being used, there's a definite threat that the language could disappear altogether. So many of my early publications especially were dedicated to trying to preserve this culture. Journey to Wholeness is a course, a 1-hour course that I developed from my experiences in the Low Country. It has to do with the Gullah Geechee population and their outlook on life. There are a lot of connections, really, comparisons we could make between the Gullah people and the Appalachian folk. Their emphasis on family, which is parallel to what our Appalachian students are used to. So it's a way for me to introduce my students to Gullah culture and to a culture different than their own. It's my hope that they might think about some of the things that they read about and talk about in class, and maybe even adopt some of those ideas to make them better students. I've really tried to get to know my students over the last 15 years, the second half of my career. I want to know about them and their lives, and here at the regional level we have many students who have children, and maybe they're working and going to school. And so I began to develop some workshops that would help them, like time management, stress management. And we talk about those kind of issues. And in doing that, I get to know about them. And once I know more about them, I think I'm able to teach them at a higher level. What I do for a living is truly a blessing. To be able to work for Ohio University, to be able to be here every day in this wonderful environment, to be able to learn from my students as well as hopefully teach them something, is a wonderful way to live your life.